Hello. Hello guys, welcome to my channel, and today I want to show you what I've been up to, especially in the farm. Check out this boots. It's serious business, and I haven't washed my face yet, so bear with me. I don't wash my face that frequently, especially now that it's cold. But this is what I've been up to. So let me update you guys on what I've been doing in the farm. And in the meantime, please subscribe if you're stopping by for the first time, because your support motivates me and adds to the numbers. So do that, chop chop. Okay? See you. Let's go. Alright guys, so let me show you around what I've been up to. And yeah, just a little tour of the farm. Of the garden, actually. It's not a farm, but it's a garden which we've made some really good use of, thanks to Mama, who's very hardworking. Shout out to Mama, and she's one of my earliest subscribers and supporters. So Mama, if you see this, she's actually in the background, but yeah, you watch and leave a comment. So I'm just trying to do this early before anyone just shows up and they're like, what are you up to? What are you doing? Yeah, because people are usually curious. And I'm trying to like get the hang of it, of being like a vlogger, because hey, you're talking into the camera. People are like, what are you up to? But I must be proud of my work, and I'm slowly gaining the confidence. Yeah. So these are some of the maize that we planted a while back. I don't know, was it in February? I'm not so sure with the timeline, but we had planted some, and these were just some heirloom seeds, red seeds, which I'm gonna like put some photos over here of those red seeds that you know, and not all of them grew. So these are some of them that survived. And if you can see, if you're keen enough, you can see that they have been affected by a disease. I'm not so sure. No, I think it's a pest. So I'm planning to get some pesticide to deal with that. So yeah, but I'm so happy. But they're quite tall. They're about my, I think they reach around my waist, somewhere there. Yeah. Yeah. So that's it. And there are some too. You can stretch out your eyes. These two, I got them. Mom is the one who planted them. Like 4 or 5 holes. Like, yeah. But only 2 managed. And they're looking so good. I'm going to show you a close up. Before I go there, let me just show you what is on this side that I'm at. So, on this side, just near the house, there's a pumpkin patch. I'm trying to like support my phone because my camera tripod isn't the best. I got it like maybe 2020. I've been using it for a while. I had to like do some ukarabati. I tried to fix it, but it's doing the job right now, so I'm trying to be careful. So bear with me if the video is not so perfect, because I don't want my phone to fall. Okay, so this is a pumpkin that we've been using the leaves, been eating it as vegetables. Yeah, lisebebe, if you know the story. Lisebebe is the thing, so we've been eating that. It's my favorite, although I don't eat it that much, but It's my favorite, and I've been sharing it with some of my family because, yeah, when it's the dry season, there's not so much veggies, so we try and like make do with what we have. So one of the delicacies is this pumpkin leaves. In my community, we call it what? Chebololo. Chebololo. So the leaves also, I guess. Matawia chebololo. The leaves of the pumpkin. And it's a delicacy. The one who makes a really good pumpkin leaves dish is my mom's sister. Yeah, she's the one who made me like it. So shout out to her. So let me show you. Okay, so over here, this plant is having some problem because the fruits are not growing. I don't know if it's because of the rainy season or is it because of, at first I saw that they would like reach this point and then there were some holes, so I figured out that there were fruit flies affecting them, because there was one that became so big but it was affected and then it died off. So yeah, that's what has been happening. Sorry, I'm having some runny nose. Yeah, I'm having a runny nose, but I don't mind. It's okay if it doesn't turn out to be if it doesn't fruit, it's okay still because I still have the leaves. So I'm not really like crying any tears because it's still a win for me. So it's okay. So this is how far it has reached. The longest vine is currently that one, I think. So let me show you where it starts from up to here because it's a very long plant. Okay, so that's the end currently. Let's go to the beginning. Some other vines, all the way. I think it passes through here. Then there's some offshoots over there, all the way up to the beginning. So this is where it began. And the story of this pumpkin is a miracle because, yeah, Mama knows it because it was almost dying off. But when we came here, Mama said we can do some rescue missions. Here we are. Best believe in your mama because she knows. Yeah, and that's how big it is. And we've been feeding on it for like more than 2 months, right? Yeah. When we came here, it is December, and it's currently late April. So I think we started like feeding on it maybe like more than a month ago. So yeah, it's been really delicious and inspirational because it's never died off. Yeah, that's amazing. Let me just take this opportunity to insert motivation because this plant, all my plants usually like teach me a lot about patience, about faith, about trust. And it just reminds me of a story by this farmer from South Africa. I know him as Uncle Bakan because he's a preacher also. So I learned of his story through a movie that was based on his life, on his story. There was a time that he was planting in his ranch back in South Africa, and there was no rain in that time. So I think he was having problem with in charge and with his family financial issues. So and many people are employed in that family, in that farm of his. So they were relying upon him, and that was like kind of putting a burden on him. So he had to seek God for help because if you don't have crops, if you don't have a produce, if you're a farmer now and you've invested everything and then you don't have anything coming out, like this drought, that is a cause for worry and anxiety for most farmers. But he prayed and he trusted in God, and God told him to plant potatoes. And so when he did that, there was no rain, but at the end of it, he went and dug up after the I think it takes like 3 months. Yeah. He went and dug up the potatoes and he found like the biggest potatoes. And remember, the leaves, those potatoes do not even like have like big shoots, the big plants, but beneath there were big, huge potatoes. So faith, it takes faith. So my plants have shown me to trust in God. They've taught me to have faith and believe even when things look like they're dying off. You never know. You don't count it. You don't count it like it's gone. Yeah, you don't give up hope. Plants teach you that, and there's a verse for that actually that says even if there's hope, even for that tree that has been cut, yes, because it can grow again. So I'm using this opportunity to teach you about God. So yeah, we learn so much from the from environment, from life itself, and I enjoy that. I like that about God, that He teaches us even through nature. So I hope you've learned something. Before we proceed with the video, I want to show you a recap, just how we started and the whole transformation, because it was barely, there was nothing in the farm when we came into this place, and we just recently acquired it. We came into the space back in 28th of December of 2023. So we had to like start from scratch, and this is just how the whole thing transformed. And it was a lot of work because we had to dig up the space and get some seedlings, and the space was huge. I was happy, but it took a lot of work, and but with patience and time managed to transform the whole place. Poa. Mama miradi. Tô hiyo. So on to the next one, we have some tomatoes. This one's, I got the seedlings from my neighbor. She gifted them to me, and I didn't know how to go about it. So I just figured I could just plant them over here together in a cluster, and then it just grow up like a bush. So it's not just one individual plant, it's several. And I'm so happy because it grew, and we've been eating from this plants, from this cabbage. And this is just a makeshift like support that I recently put. I don't know if it's doing any work, but it's really helpful. And yeah, that's just how it is right now. And over here you can't see properly, but Mama scattered some seeds of the spider plant, which is a delicacy in this region. I can see some plants are already coming up. That one, yeah, this is a spider plant, locally known as saga. Yeah, that's how we call it. I don't know if it's called sajan. Yeah, something like that. Yeah, check out that bee. Check out that bee. And so these are the older generation of spider plants, which we've eaten from. By now they're so bitter, so if you make them, you have to squeeze them, otherwise it will be so bitter. Yeah, so we have some young spider plants that are coming up. It's just a weed. I'm yet to find out its use. Probably it's very useful. And this is also a vegetable. Yeah, I've forgotten the name, but I've never tried to eat it though. I'll try one of these days, but I can't promise you that it's anytime soon. Okay, next over here we have chilies. These are some chilies that had been gifted by a family friend, and I thought, why not put some in my nursery? And sure enough, they've grown up. Oh my goodness, something cut this one. Oh, something dug up my plants. Or was it cats? I blame the catworms. Anyway, it's still growing, so I don't know if it will survive. There's still a stump over here, and this is another plant that has broken off. Oh, it has branched, sorry. Yeah, I have so many. I've gifted some of my family members, and I still have more, so I'm going to transplant soon. And over here we have capsicum. Yeah, I planted like not so much, but I planted in a very quite dry season, so not so many came up. But I'm happy with the turnout because I still had more than enough even to that I could share. So that's it on this side. Then we go to this side. Over here I have some carrots. This is my first time planting carrots, so I was a bit unsure of how to go about it. Of course, I've watched some videos, but you know, if you watch, it doesn't mean that you're going to understand everything until you do it practically. So I'm learning it, and I learned that you're supposed to prune. Yeah, I'm supposed to prune the plants. I don't think they're so well concentrated, maybe over here, but they're still spacing, so maybe that's why they're huge. Look at that, they're so huge. I hope like over down there they're also big, not just above. Yeah, amazing. If I had bunnies, they would probably feed on this. Do they eat this, the leaves? I don't know, but this is how it is. And we also have some more that are in another nursery that will be well taken care of. These ones were planted in a dry season, so it's just a miracle that they are here and they're huge. And next to them, yes, look at that. Over here is tomatoes, more tomatoes. They're from another plant that I had when we came. There was another plant just down there behind the maze, and I remember they're about to get spoiled, so I threw them over here, and they sprouted around the same time as the carrots, so I just let them grow. I didn't prune them because they were on the side. So yeah, here they are. I didn't do anything about it because I don't have that much space, and I don't want them to take so much of my space, so I just let them grow wildly, and they're big. But this place is fertile. Yeah. Okay, that's Mama over there. Mama, say hi. Hello.
How are you?
What are you up to?
Taking water. Drawing water.
Yeah, she's drawing some water, and you guys don't come for me. It's not her job to do that. She's just like overdoing right now. It's me who does all this, but she is very strong though. Yeah, so she has to pull the water from the well. How are you feeling, Mama? Are you tired?
No.
Yeah. See, yeah, she's strong. World's strongest mama. Keeping fit in the farm.
How you doing?
I never knew that my mama would be doing this. Yeah, she looked like she could not lift even a carton, but man, she's strong. Yeah, strong genes from my mama. Okay, let's continue with the tour. Let's go to this side. Let me show you. Oh, yeah, this is from Mama. She's the one who planted it. She's doing a really good job. And this is a sugarcane plant that we planted just around 3-4 months ago when we just arrived from a gift. So she just dug in and put in the seed, the segment of the sugarcane. And you can see this one was almost dying off, but it came up. So the circle of life is about that. And this is mine that I recently planted from a gift. This one came from a plant that my friend, I think he's now 10 or 9, he had planted like 2 years ago at his aunt's farm. And it's big. Let me show you a photo. Yeah, and it's big. I'm so proud of him. So I got a gift from him and I decided to come and plant it. Why not? Because it's been planted by him, so I know it's gonna grow. And here is another part of the same, from the same, what do you call it? Is it a bunch? Or from the same plant, the offshoots. And this is another one from another plant. So I'm gonna have a lot of sugarcane. Yeah, and I'm supposed to also trim this grass because it's overgrown, and there's some pumpkin over here. So that's my work. Here we have maize, the one that I was showing you. So tall. Wow. Let's count the cobs. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Imagine 5. Amazing. Was it red, Mom? The red variety. Just the white one.
These are the ones that are ready.
Yeah, but this one is the white variety. Maybe it's the hybrid one. Yeah, because it's 5 cobs. And I really want all of them to have maize. So I think I'll have to put some fertilizer, right? But currently the plant is healthy. Very healthy. So guys, the sun is already up. When I was here, the sun had not yet shone as bright as this, but this is good. It's a good sign. And I'm on this other end. It looks empty, but still so much space for me because I come from a very densely populated Nairobi. So here in Eldoret, it's like so much space. I see like big spaces that I didn't have, so I usually try and take advantage of that and grow my own food because I get to save a lot. And sometimes you don't have that money, so you try and save a lot because I enjoy farming. That I get to eat my own food food that is fresh, and especially in the area of vegetables, because dang, vegetables have shown me pepper in Nairobi, especially the traditional ones. I don't know. When I eat, I would have like really, really bad stomach problems. So I've gotten to like grow my own food, and that is like the joy. And such a small space can give you so much vegetables. So um, I appreciate that. So let me show you what I have been up to on this side for the veggies. Are the managu? These are the big variety. This is the giant one. Has like really big black seeds, and this is my first time farming them. And I've eaten them. They're like really delicious. My mom made some, and this is how you harvest them. You just like break off like a big uh offshoot, the branch, and then you can just eat the shoots actually. Yeah, and it kind of tastes like kanzira. I don't know what's the name of kanzira in English, but that's what it looks like. And this is so cute. Who planted this side? It was me, I think, and Mama planted that side. So it's a bit more crowded because she planted it during a really, really like dry season. But this one was. I remember that day when we planted this bed. After we just finished, we just like really tried to do our very best to finish on time because the rains were coming. After we were done, the rains came, and this one are just like the most recent. So yeah, that's it on this side. And then on the other end, I have potatoes. I put some potatoes that I was gifted by my aunt, the purple type. So they're over here all the way up to that side, near the edge. There's a potato. This is just gonna grow on its own, so I'll probably leave it here so that it gets the suckers will be triggered. Yeah, it will sprout, that is. I don't think it's called suckers. So this is an avocado that I also got from my sister-in-law. Yeah, she has like a little tiny garden, so, and this one was growing, so I just like thought I'd give it a new home, and it's doing well. So soon, in some years, hopefully it will be big like the rest of those trees, like this one. That one of my neighbors, that's an avocado tree. So I think there are two. Many people have avocado trees in this place. So, but I don't think it will be that big. It will probably be chopped, trimmed at the top so that it doesn't go so big. Yeah. And we'll eat some avocados soon enough, patiently. So guys, these are some of my early works. The vegetables that I planted earlier before, and I want to show you because this is where I've been eating from, and they have tested me where I've grown my biceps. I was making these beds and I didn't know that would be like so strenuous, but anyway, the joy of my hands. and this is our fetching our can, our container for fetching. I think this is a bee. I don't know. Let me try and save them. I'm gonna sting. Yeah, save the bees. Let me save this one. I don't know what. Go, fly off. Yeah, and this is our well. Just close it off for safety. I don't want to film in there because my phone might just decide to leave me. Oh, don't leave me on. Yeah, there's so much. There's so many things. So many things happening. Hi. Okay. This is my mom's favorite part because she takes care of this plant so well. Look at this. Look at this. Just from the seedling was from the farm. Okay, it was from a rotten tomato. Yeah, it had overstayed, so it was just healthy, but I think it had just overstayed. So we threw it into the farm, and along came this one, and we planted it over here, and we've been doing some experimenting. It's not been in the best conditions because you can see there's something that wanted to affect it. I think also blossom end, and but it's okay. We have like three big plants over here, and these ones are also coming up, and we're tending to it. So the sun needs to shine so that we get some really fresh tomatoes. Over here, this is a place that I had planted some tomatoes, not tomatoes, potatoes, and you can see the vines are drying off. I just let them to rot. I'll just leave them to rot, then they'll add more fertilizer. Yeah, they'll make the farm to be more fertile, and they were so big, and at that time it was so dry. Yeah, but we tried our best, and yeah, really cool. That time we were fetching water like crazy from that well, pulling water. The sun is blistering, but as for me and my mama, we want some potatoes, but we did our best. And as a result, we have eaten from the hard work and patience and faith and determination. Lessons, my dears, lessons. Gotta push. So these are some of the remaining ones. These ones are yet to mature. They're just like a couple of weeks and then they'll be ready, I think. So when they start like browning off, the leaves start turning brown. That's when you know that down there's some goodness happening. And yeah, so it's not so much. These ones were left because I'd planted them. They sprouted later than the rest. The first batch was on this side, and then we added more as time went by, as we acquired seeds. So it's just been gifts. We've never really bought seeds, but it's been gifts gifted to us. And this is a vegetable, chapkarta in my local language, local dialects, but it's amaranth. Yeah, I think this is a common amaranth, but I love this one. I love this one because it grows to be so big and it's much tastier. So I let it just grow. And then over here we have the onions. The onions. Oh my goodness. They're actually getting so big. Oh my goodness. And they're having like these shoots. Let me add a photo of how they look like because I saw it in a farm and I was gifted. Yeah, they're so big. I think they're gonna turn out to be like that. And I didn't plant them so long ago. It's probably like two weeks like that. Yeah, almost 2 weeks. Wow. And see, we'll be soon eating from this side, saving costs. And if I go to that end, let me just show you also this side. So here is what these are banana peels that we're soaking to get the nutrients that will feed will drench our plants with, especially the tomatoes. This is what they really love. Water from banana peels, and also I use the water that I've washed my omena. What's the English word for omena? Sardines. Yeah, I don't think they're sardines, but I think I remember the name. Starts with an S. I can't remember, but whatever. Yeah, and so those are really like good nutrients for tomatoes. Yeah, because they are rich in phosphorus, and this one is rich in potassium. So yeah, I learned that also from YouTube. Okay, and over here you have carrots. The young, how old are they? Maybe 3 weeks. Yeah, 3 weeks. And they're about to be weeded, so soon we'll be weeding them off. And this is the batch that my mom planted, and I'm so happy because they sprouted very quickly, not like the ones that I planted. So this gives me hope. And also this is a section that my mom planted of maize. They're almost the cobs are almost coming up, but you can see the flowers, the male flowers are already up, so they've been resilient. We planted them in a very dry time, so the cutworms had a field day. Not cutworms, the stalk borers, they had a field day with the plants, but they're surviving. So I see life, I see life, I see life. There it is. Yay, and I'm happy because life is good. Then on this end we just have some two little plants. These ones, they also grew with a struggle. You can see they're not so big as the ones that I've shown you on the other end, but I'm hopeful. I think the reason why is because one, this place had been really dry, and the second thing is that there was a huge stump down below of this type of trees, and these trees are just known to be like big consumers of water. I don't know, so I think that really like was a challenge to my plants. I planted them way earlier, but it's okay. I still appreciate them even if they're little, so I'm just probably going to like be getting some seeds from them, plant for the next season. So this is just like I think it's way fertile right now because we've been pouring like water from washing the utensils. Yeah, I just like moderately clean water, and I know it's doing wonders down below. And over here, if you're keen enough, there is a rosemary plant that is not so old. It's just fairly new, fairly young, but it's almost giving off new shoots, like taller shoots. That is, it's already given off new shoots, but I want it to grow tall until to that point where it can become a huge bush, because I love rosemary. I want herbs like crazy. And this one was planted by my mama, and she was gifted by one of our relatives. And over here there's also like those tiny tomatoes. Over here there's the red amaranth, which I love. It's delicious. There's one over there, it's like reddish green. And then also more tomatoes. These ones are coming from the same family as the one that I've showed you. I just managed to transfer the other one because it was way too near the maize, so I knew it would be a problem because the maize would block them. But these ones I could not transfer them because I didn't find an adequate space at that time. So I just said, okay, let me see if they're gonna grow on this side. And I think they've struggled a bit, but let's not give up on them because there's some fruit over here. There was one that was earlier had had come off, uh, yeah, had grown, sorry, together with this one. Yeah. And it broke off. I think I was just checking it out and then I broke it off accidentally. So I'm just going to leave it in the house until it turns. It's just going to, yeah, it's going to ripen actually because it was kind of almost mature. So I'm hopeful. And then there's this one. So I think these are a different variety. Look at this one. Yeah. And then these ones are a bit longer. They look like eggs, the shape of eggs. So on this side, these are beans, but these are not just any kind of beans. These are the climbing giant beans, the ones that like give off. They are red. They're actually red, yeah, big red. And I am so excited because I want to have variety. That's just my goal, to have variety. So they're also trying their best. This one is holding on to the leaf over here, but I want it to follow this tree. Some flowers, yeah, I want it to go over there. And I have some peas on these farrows. Is it a farrow? No, in this section, yeah. I planted some peas. And last, yeah, but over here we have the Cape gooseberry, yeah, which is delicious for jams and also, yeah, you can just eat it like that. This is another plant. I think I'm going to support it because it's fallen. Just gonna find something to support it. That's it. And then all the way right here we have the Spanish. Is it Spanish? No. It's called the Malabar spinach. I usually confuse it. It's called the Malabar spinach. Yeah, and I think it's a cousin to it. It's not necessarily that, but it's in the same family. And it's really delicious. We call it in the rema, and I used to hate it when I was a kid, I think because they didn't prepare it so well, but I've learned to appreciate it and love it and acquire a taste for it. So that's it, guys. Thank you so much for watching it. And comment down below what you want to see me doing next, and maybe suggestions for what you want me to plant in this space. So see you guys. Love you and bye bye.